All-Star Game red carpet show, 2 p.m. on the MLB Network tomorrow. And, of course, the game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on Fox. Tomas Perez and Ronald Acuna could not get on the same page. Julio Rodriguez hit 13,437 feet of home runs. 13,437 as part of his 32 homers, the 5th most total distance in a round in a StatCast track derby since 2016. How about Seager put on a show? He had 24, he just couldn't catch 32. There's Juan Soto. He gets set. He can ratchet up the intensity too.
He can, and it's just completely a different event for him this year than it was, again, last year. And one of the big reasons is experience. He was walking around here calm, cool, collected, taking pictures, selfies with me, and you wouldn't even think that he's in the competition, but now he's going to focus on it as Jose Ramirez approaches the plate, and he's hitting right-handed, Carl.
Yep, switch hitter, he's going to hit right-handed. And the 29-year-old from Junior Betances swings at that one, and love when the first swing ends up being a home run, which it does for Jose Ramirez of the Guardians. Now, no Guardian / Indian player has ever won a home run derby.
Jose pulled one down the third base line, and Ronald Acuna and the rest of the crew said, we better move back. This is a surprise to many, even a lot of the major leaguers who thought Jose would try to swing from the left side, but his natural side is the right side, and even though he does not have as many home runs from the right side, he's opted to go from it.
And he's got that dreaded top spin going right now, and that's not helping him. He needs to try to get some of the backspin. That's his second.
Big-time analytical department in Cleveland. I'm wondering if they said, you know what? A lot more home runs are hit at Dodger Stadium to left field than to right field. Ball travels better. We believe this is the route you should go.
Leads the American League with 75 runs batted in. And, of course, just signed a new long-term deal with the Guardians. 19 homers despite only having 6 since June 1st.
As electric vehicle performance becomes more powerful, so do our tires. Ion. Electrified Hanguk tire, official tire of Major League Baseball.
Dressed like an all-star at MLBshop.com, the largest selection of official on-field all-star game jerseys, caps, t-shirts, and more. Outfit the whole family with your favorite all-stars. The gear you can find at MLBshop.com. So Ramirez does not have a homer this year that's gone more than 450 feet, but he is hardly lacking in power. He set a career high with 21 no-doubter homers last year. His furthest traveled 429. But he's got Juan Soto in the on-deck circle, and he's trying to find a swing here in his derby appearance.
And this is a different environment for him than actually what we saw earlier on with the first 2 rounds. We see the shadows being in effect right now, and I'm wondering if Jose Ramirez was even telling his teammates, look, right now I'm having a little trouble picking up the baseball. The spin you don't have to worry about. You know what's going to happen when it comes to where it's going to be laid into. But
he's finding it right now.
Starting to find the groove.
He's starting to find it right now as the shadows move towards the center of this field. He pops up one down the left field line, but he's inching towards 9 and 10. That's a fair ball off the foul pole.
He's hitting more off his front foot than he was earlier before the timeout, and I think this is benefiting him because he's catching the ball out in front, and he's being able to elevate it now. Not necessarily with a lot of distance, over 440, but enough to get it over the fence.
Well, he's going to have to pile them up because it certainly doesn't appear as if he's going to get his bonus time with having not one get towards that 400. He's got 410. You need 440. The longest he's got is only 421.
You know what they should do? Put some runners on the bases. That's when he starts driving them in and going deep.
And now starting to feel it a little bit. 14 homers for Jose Ramirez. Get going. Get going.
They need Andres Jimenez get on scoring position.
Juan Soto sees the number that he's going to get, but still 30 seconds for Jose Ramirez as he has 15. Let's go to Marley for a second.
Well, I got the J-Rod J Show, and it just came out swinging. Talk to me all about that. ¿Cómo fue eso allá afuera?
Oh, no, it was fun, man. I feel like since the moment I stepped on there, I saw this crowd, I was like, man, this about to be a fun time.
Yeah?
So I just feel like I just went out and did what I wanted to. I just went out there and had fun.
I asked Albert Pujols, which Dominican guy you're rooting for beside yourself. He said he really liked Julio Rodriguez. How fun is it to compete against those guys for you?
Man, it's very fun. You know, this is probably a few of the biggest stars in the game right now. So being up against them right here, right now, on this stage is pretty surreal, honestly. And I'm just grateful to be here.
Can you explain to me how is it being 21 years old and doing what you just did in the first time you ever competed in the Home Run Derby? This is extraordinary.
I mean, I don't know. It feels great. It feels great, you know, being able
Tranquilo.
to and just chilling. I don't know. I just feel like it was a great experience. It was a great experience, and I'm happy that I'm here right now.
Now, most importantly, because we are going to assume you want to go to the final, who do you want to face in the final?
I mean, anybody. They're just happy to compete.
That's it? Come on. Don't give me that boring answer. You're much better than that.
I mean, I would love to go against Albert, honestly, but...
There you go. Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to send it back to the desk. Julio, the J Show.
That would be the J Show, 21 years old, and he wants to go against the 42-year-old Albert Pujols.
I wouldn't blame him. That will not go, and he will end up with 16 homers. So Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, 17 home runs, which is the number that Soto is going to try to get to. Juan Soto, he and Ohtani. Remember that round last year? What a show that was in the Derby.
Juan Soto right there. He feels confident with that 22. That puts pressure on Shohei Ohtani.
That's way gone. We have a tie.
Carl, we're about to see a show here.
Here he goes. And Shohei Ohtani needs one.
Nope, that will not do it.
We're going to have a little swing off. 3 swings. Juan Soto just went 3 for 3. That's it.
It's over.
Juan Soto is going to move on. What a show. Love a swing off as we take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Yeah, in the 2021 Home Run Derby, Juan Soto, who wears 22, hit 46 home runs. And a lot more of this stuff is available. The StatCast edition over on ESPN2. Soto, of course, has been in the news recently with the contract offer of 15 years and $440 million. But during the media press conference today, Scott Boras, his agent, was standing right beside him in case there was some questions that he either deemed inappropriate or ones he should answer. As you take a look at the shadows, Eddie, is there an issue there? Nobody's in the shadow, but the ball is now coming out of a pitcher's hand. He's in front of the mound.
Carl, I'll be honest with you, with Juan Soto, I don't think anything matters. He's just right there. He's just telling his guy, just feel free. I'm going to back up a little bit. You're too close. And again, a lot of BP throwers have been throwing from up close. Juan Soto wants his thrower to actually move back a little bit more, Mejia. And that's what he's asking for. And this is about the hitter. Needs him to be a little bit deeper to where he's used to during the season when it comes to batting practice. Look at Chuck.
Yeah, that's Major League Baseball's Chuck Torres, who works diligently and very professionally with the media members. How about out there moving the makeshift mound? Let's do it all guy right there. Rob Manfred, take note. Torres, Rays.
Immediately stacked.
You saw it too after he beat Ohtani, the emotion from Juan Soto. Those who have followed his career, this is one of the brightest stars in all of baseball, and the first ball he sees. How many guys have had that first ball leave the yard? He does.
Pretty much consistent with what he did last year. Simple swing. Remember, guys, last year he was squatted down second half of the season. He used his legs a lot, especially during the home run derby. He's standing taller right now. He wants the ball thrown up and he's just laying barrel.
He sure is.
And when I talked to Juan the other day, guys, he made it clear, look, I'm not out there to hit moonshots. He just wants to pile up as many home runs as possible. And, Carl, you mentioned all the conversations about whether or not he's going to be traded. I talked with executives with other teams today who are convinced in the next 15 days he will be dealt to another team for Major League-ready players.
Well, that would send huge ripple effects through Major League Baseball. But I tell you what we got working right now, one of the great spray charts in Home Run Derby history. He has gone line to line in his first 7 home runs.
Yeah, one thing that I did ask him was, are you going to try to pull a little bit more? Lower fence than in Colorado. He goes, nope, I'm staying true to who I am.
His balls off the bat look like some of the drives we just saw at the Open Championship. There is a slow, steady rise to them instead of those majestic, like some of those Alonso moonshots. There's another one.
No Cam Smith here, right?
No.
No mullet?
There's definitely no mullet here. Boy, there is a blast, and he's going to call timeout with his 10th. He's got 447. He's got 453. He's got bonus time. He's within 9.
You might think you don't belong because of what you look like or where you come from. But don't wait to see someone else do it first. Want doesn't look like anything, and it can't come from anywhere but within.
Keep up the show wherever you are. Follow MLB on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube so you don't miss a thing in 2022.
Okay, so Juan Soto came out of the batter's box and started telling the players, he goes, it's tough to see. Pointed at his eyes, said, you really have to stay on it. Even Javier Bracamonte, who is the Astros bullpen catcher and is catching right now, was telling him, yes, you're right. It is very difficult to be able to pick up the baseball.
Is that because time of day?
Time of day. This happens all the time. Just think about all the Sunday night baseball games that have started around 5 o'clock. You always struggle early on.
There goes a massive shot again off the bat of Soto. 23 years, 266 days. If he were able to win this Derby, he'd be the second youngest ever to do it. And this is considered probably by Soto standards a down year. He's hitting 250, but he's got 19 homers, 6th highest total among outfielders. And he has been on one of those post-home run derby tears of last year coming into the Derby. Down the line and tailing towards the pole, but it's going to stay fair. A hook 'em homer, and now the other way. He's only 23 years old.
The youth movement is happening. Rodriguez, 21. Soto feels like he's been in the league for 10 years already.
Right center field has some incoming. Hit a glove out. Off a glove, but a good ball. There's another homer for Soto, and that will end it. Juan Soto does the job as he advances and eliminates Jose Ramirez.
Think how economical it is to go second.
100%.
You're able to preserve swings, the most pickiest hitter of the group. Only swings at strikes in this event set the tone from that first pitch to the last one. This one got out of here. It was deep, a couple rows before from the mark, and let's flip that back.
46 home runs in his debut last year at the Derby, one of which went 520 feet. And again, he beat Ohtani in the first round. So it just struck you early watching Soto, the spray chart. He was all over the map, including one that was to dead center field.